one way to cleanse oneself of these contaminations, and that is to practice virtue. What is meant by this? To practice virtue is to selflessly offer assistance to others, giving without limitation one's time, abilities, and possessions in service, whenever and wherever needed, without prejudice concerning the identity of those in need. If your willingness to give blessings is limited, so also is your ability to receive them.
My friends, the TAO is to accept all things. The TAO is truly seeing no separation, seeing all things as divine light, seeing all things as emanations, right? And if you can't get over like your inability to see what is perceived as evil as part of the good, the perceived evil, like, you have resistance to it. You are not seeing fully, right? You do not understand the whole. So it's ever seeking like more understanding. And the further and the more you understand what was once perceived as evil or bad, within or without, can then be accepted and integrated. Your prejudice or inability to give assistance or service like equals the blessings. Powerful shit. The How Hu King by Lao Tzu, the hidden teachings of the Tao.
This is the subtle operation of the Tao. Do you imagine the universe is agitated? Go into the desert at night and look out at the stars. This practice should answer the question. The superior person settles her mind as the universe settles the stars in the sky. By connecting her mind with the subtle origin, she calms it. Once calmed, it naturally expands, and ultimately, her mind becomes as vast and immeasurable as the night sky.
The master settles her mind like the universe settles the stars in the sky. Let your mind become settled and at peace, and it ever expands. The answers that you are searching for only come when you let go of the search. What you seek will only come to you when you give up seeking. The Tao is acceptance.
The Tao gives rise to all forms, yet it has no form of its own. If you attempt to fix a picture of it in your mind, you will lose it. This is like pinning a butterfly. The husk is captured, the flying is lost. Why not be content with simply experiencing it? The teaching of the integral way will go on as long as there is a Tao and someone who wishes to embody it. What is painted in these scrolls today will appear in different forms in many generations to come. These things, however, will never change. Those who wish to attain oneness must practice undiscriminating virtue. They must dissolve all ideals of duality, good and bad, beautiful and ugly, high and low.
That's the same exact teaching as Kabbalah, to see all things as divine emanations. And only when you can attain that can you behold the Creator, because the Creator is all things. And any duality in your mind, any separation, any resistance, right, bars you from the next gates of perception. The gates of perception only come when you see all things as you.
They will be obliged to abandon any mental bias born of culture or religious belief. Indeed, they should hold their minds free of any thought which interferes with their understanding of the universe as a harmonious oneness. The beginning of these practices is the beginning of liberation. I confess that there is nothing to teach. No religion, no science, no body of information which will lead your mind back to the Tao. Today I speak in this fashion, tomorrow in another. But always, the integral way is beyond words and beyond.
I speak in this fashion today and tomorrow in another. Be formless, my friends. Be formless, ever changing, ever moving, to move in mysterious ways. All these teachers, they get set into like this idea or like this realization they had, and they like teach that their whole life. I can't understand. There's no growth there. Formlessness is the way.
Mind. Simply be awareness of the oneness of things. He who desires the admiration of the world will do well to amass a great fortune and then give it all away. The world will respond with admiration in proportion to the size of his treasure. Of course, this is meaningless. Stop striving after admiration. Place your esteem on the Tao. Live in accord with it. Share with others the teachings that lead to it, and you will be immersed in the blessings that flow from it. The ego is a monkey catapulting through the jungle. Totally fascinated by the realm of the senses, it swings from one desire to the next, one conflict to the next, one self-centered idea to the next. If you threaten it, it actually fears for its life. Let this monkey go. Let the senses go. Let desires go. Let conflicts go. Let ideas go. Let the fiction of life and death go. Just remain in the center.
Any idea that you hold, any thought of what you should do, right? All these ideas interfere with the truth of what you should do. Now, I feel like this teaching is misunderstood in the West, of like letting go of all desires, and like the Buddha's teaching and the Tao's teaching in this. It's when you let go of all like analytical desires, like I should do this, or I think I should do this, or like any thought of how you should live your life and all these things. You gotta let them go and be moved from the deep primordial force of the Tao at your center, where you literally don't think of what you do it, right? The art of non-action. I'm gonna end that there. Everyone go check out this. Hit that like button. Immortal Truth out. Peace.